Al-Basha's Adventures. For those aware of the obscurity of some ROM hacks, this just had to make the video. Appearing on a single 7-in-1 multi-cart, this game was believed to be changed from an already existing Super Mario Bros. Hack. The sprites have also been changed for the various environments to have a more Middle Eastern theme, and for Mario himself to be dressed as a Pasha, which was a high-ranking official from the times of the Ottoman Empire. From that 7-in-1 multi-cart, the title screen shows this game simply as titled Mario in all caps, and clearly this hack was made either by someone from the Middle East, or made to market to that part of the world. A Famiclone console made by a company that distributes games in the Arab world had this ROM hack present as well, suggesting a reason for its existence. But since it wasn't made by them or anyone that has made themselves known, it's really unclear how it can ever be found. Spy Kids, deleted scenes. I don't think I have to introduce Spy Kids to you guys. It's a pretty famous film series. Apparently there were quite a few deleted scenes from the first film, and presumably the others, that didn't make it to any kind of public release. There was to be some kind of special edition DVD that had many or all of these deleted scenes on it, but nothing ever materialized. Director Robert Rodriguez has stated that the special edition DVD would contain all the scenes that didn't make it to the special edition movie in a 2005 interview, which was notably after the 2004 timetable where the special edition DVD was originally planned to release. Both times the special edition DVD was planned and set to release, it didn't, making these deleted scenes lost. Though you can see some bits and pieces online in the form of trailers, and one full deleted scene has been released, but the rest are unclear as to when or if they'll be available.
Years into the future, Ryan Stiles and Kelly Hu are U.S. Customs agents in the sci-fi sitcom LAX 2194. Stiles is a bumbling, insensitive robot.
How could you be so heartless?
Oh, sure. Call me heartless just because I'm half organism, half machine, and don't actually have a heart.
LAX 2194. This 1994 sitcom was set in the title year, which was 200 years in the future from its original production. Only a pilot was made before getting scrapped, and this pilot was very notable for starring Matthew Perry in one of the main roles. And with the high concept premise of this show, who else would it focus on but airport baggage claim workers, of course? Obviously, test screenings didn't have any kind of good feedback, resulting in the pilot not being picked up by Fox, the network it was pitched to. The year 1994 was notable because it was the same year Friends began airing, starring Matthew Perry in one of its main roles. If LAX 2194 gets picked up, it's unlikely we see Matthew Perry on Friends, meaning Chandler could have been a very different character, and who knows what else would have happened from there. After all, Matthew Perry has said that he was desperate for work at the time. As for LAX 2194, there are clips out there, as it was featured on an ABC documentary about dropped pilots, but the full pilot is lost.
So I called my agents, I said, you gotta get me any job you can. And this happened to be the year that Friends was shot. But I was off the market because I had taken a job on a pilot called LAX 2194.
Okay.
That was about baggage handlers at the LA airport in the year 2194.
No.
Yes.
Saturday morning sneak peek. One time, in 1973, this special aired on ABC, and it had an interesting concept. Comedians Jack Burns and Avery Schreiber appeared alongside popular cartoon characters from the era, and previewed ABC's Saturday morning cartoon lineup. Some big-name voice actors were even a part of this, such as Mel Blanc and Dawes Butler. Because of the financial incentive for networks to gain Saturday morning programming, and thus steer viewers away from other networks, a preview showing the lineup would, in theory, entice viewers to come to ABC to watch their Saturday morning cartoons. But obviously, such a program isn't itself considered to be a huge deal, past the one time it would air, and so availability wasn't really thought about during production and airing. We're lucky that today, Avery Schreiber's son uploaded the first 15 minutes to YouTube. I'm not sure why he didn't upload the full thing, assuming he's in possession of the full thing, but obviously the rest of the special is lost. Bible 1999. The depths of weird cancelled NES and Famicom games seem endless, and this is one game from them that is definitely interesting. The game was planned to release in 1987 and never did for undisclosed reasons. What we've been able to uncover is a 2.5-minute long commercial for the game that outlines what the story would have been, and showcases the main characters. And we've also seen some screenshots that give small hints as to what the gameplay would have been like. Obviously from the title, it can be gathered that the game makes reference to and is themed after Christian and Jewish elements, the latter of which being most obvious in the form of a Star of David in the commercial. Just eyeballing the top-down perspective from the screenshots suggests similarity to Zelda games from the era, but of course since no playable build ever released or was leaked, this can't be verified.
What's up? This is Jerry Katzman. We're here on the set of Get Real with Kenny. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Actually, Jesse Eisenberg.
Just been doing a scene for 7 hours eating cucumber.
Really?
I can't wait to get home and eat some more cucumber. I feel like Forrest Gump with the shrimp.
Get Real. This is yet another lost sitcom, and yet another one that aired on Fox, and that also starred a couple of actors who were more known for other things. Although this time there were actually a decent number of episodes, and it's not just a pilot we're looking for. The concept is pretty simple, as it's about a family with 3 kids that each have their own different quirks about them, and these cause the conflicts within each episode. The oldest child is believed to be going to college but doesn't end up doing so, the middle child is the too cool for school guy, and the youngest is an incel. Literally, not even joking about that. The cast wasn't too notable, except for Anne Hathaway and Jesse Eisenberg starred as 2 of the siblings. There were 22 episodes of the show made, and 20 aired on Fox in 1999 and 2000. The other 2 unaired episodes are believed to be out there somewhere, as they were on YouTube at one point, and they did air in other countries, just not the US. But as of right now, those 2 episodes are lost. Scream 4 mobile game. To promote the movie Scream 4 when it came out, a mobile game released in 2011 for Apple and Android devices. In the game, you play as Ghostface trying to kill people without being arrested by the cops. Because yeah, that's a good idea to market to the kids. It had a very put together at the last minute feel, as the game only had 3 levels, and none of the other actual characters from the movie appear in the game. While the Android game file has been found, it doesn't work with any emulators. The iPad version is fully found and works on older versions of iOS, and the iPhone version is the only one of the 3 that is completely lost. Hyperscan Nickelodeon games. In 2006, one of the worst video game consoles ever made was released by Mattel. It required the use of cards that the console would scan and perform functions in-game, like selecting characters. The scanner didn't work half the time, the graphics were a joke in the era of the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii, and the controller was barely functional. The console, needless to say, didn't last very long due to poor sales. And as a result, 2 planned games featuring Nickelodeon IPs were made, but never released for the console. These were Avatar: The Last Airbender and a Nick Extreme sports game. Not much information is known about either of these games, and it's unlikely we will ever see them in any kind of playable form. Jimmy Neutron promo shorts. In order to advertise the Jimmy Neutron movie and TV series in 2001 and 2002 respectively, the character Jimmy Neutron himself would appear at random times during normal Nickelodeon programming to screw around with the broadcast. These interruptions would vary from Goddard biting off part of the Nick logo to turning SpongeBob, Patrick, and Mr. Krabs into puppets. It's unclear how many of these broadcast interruptions there were, and if so, which ones are known to exist. Some have only screenshots available, and then there are some that are believed to exist but haven't been verified, such as an interruption of Invader Zim. it's unlikely we will ever get any closure on such an obscure thing from over 2 decades ago. I Love Bees Hurricane Call. In 2004, there was a cryptic alternate reality game to find out lore from the game Halo 2 to build hype for said game. In the trailer, there was a hidden message that revealed the URL www.ilovebees.com, which began the ARG, and many cryptic things showed on this website that made little sense at first glance. It put on the appearance of a hacked beekeeping website, but as viewers went through the website more and more, with little direction, one aspect of the game was most mysterious. 210 coordinates showed up, for example, marking the positions of payphones, and at these payphones an operator would pose as an AI, asking callers questions to provide them with more information and clues. One call was made by a man during either Hurricane Ivan or Francis. Some sources say it was Ivan, some say it was Francis. Either way, the operator broke character and said to the man, "Dude, it's a hurricane. Put the phone down." And this recording is lost.